Lively and Justin Baldoni's lawyers have both come out and made new statements. Blake's lawyers came out yesterday condemning more attacks from Justin, saying this is not a he said, she said situation, while Justin's lawyers came out today making a statement saying that they are going to release evidence of the past bullying done by Blake Lively. Blake's legal team released a statement yesterday to People magazine saying that her serious claims of sexual harassment and retaliation are backed by concrete facts. This is not a feud arising from creative differences or a he said, she said situation. As alleged in Miss Lively's complaint, and as we will prove in litigation, Wayfarer Studios and its associates engaged in unlawful, retaliatory astroturfing against Miss Lively for simply trying to protect herself and others on a film set. And their response to the lawsuit has been to launch more attacks against Miss Lively since her filing. They went on to say that sexual harassment and retaliation are illegal in every workplace and every industry. A classic tactic to distract from allegations of this type of misconduct is to blame the victim by suggesting that they invited the conduct, brought it on themselves, misunderstood the intentions, or even lied. Another classic tactic is to reverse the victim and offender and suggest that the offender is actually the victim. These concepts minimalize and trivialize allegations of serious misconduct. Most importantly, media statements are not a defense to Miss Lively's legal claims. We will continue to prosecute her claims in federal court, where the rule of law determines who prevails, not hyperbole and threats. As you know, on December 20th, Blake filed a complaint in California against Justin Baldoni, alleging that he exhibited disturbing and unprofessional behavior on set that led to a hostile work environment. The next day, on December 21st, the New York Times published Miss Lively's complaints in an article, and on New Year's Eve, Justin Baldoni and his team decided to sue the New York Times for $250 million. Baldoni's lawyers alleged that the New York Times cherry-picked or altered some of the text messages, and of course the New York Times responded and said, "Our story was meticulously and responsibly reported," and that the outlet plans to vigorously defend against Baldoni's lawsuit. Today, Justin Baldoni's lawyer released a statement to People magazine saying that they vowed to release evidence of Blake Lively's pattern of bullying and that they have receipts. Attorney Brian Friedman said, "It is painfully ironic that Blake Lively is accusing Justin Baldoni of weaponizing the media when her own team orchestrated this vicious attack by sending the New York Times grossly edited documents prior to even filing the complaint. We are releasing all of the evidence which will show a pattern of bullying and threats to take over the movie. None of this will come as a surprise because consistent with her past behavior, Blake Lively used other people to communicate these threats and bully her way to get whatever she wanted. We have all the receipts and more." I don't know about you, but I feel like there are three things going on in this situation. The alleged PR smear campaign against Blake Lively, the alleged sexual harassment done by Justin Baldoni, and then the alleged movie takeover by Blake Lively. I feel like multiple things can be true at the same time here. I feel like some of the accusations he's making can be true, and some of the accusations she's making can be true. I don't think we're going to get to the bottom of this until there is an actual trial where we have the witnesses that were on set come forward. But again, I think it says a lot about the situation that all the co-stars from this movie unfriended him and refused to do any PR or press, as well as the author, Colleen Hoover. The other thing I find very telling is that his podcast co-host of 5 years ended up resigning once Blake's accusations came out and has basically said in her statement that there's going to be more to come from her. I think there are a lot of strong opinions on this topic. Some people are Team Justin, some are Team Blake, but it is important right now to remember that there are two sides to this story, and no one really knows what exactly happened until it gets to court and we see everything laid out, including hearing from the witnesses. You only have to take a moment to read through some of the comments on my post to see the hate and ignorance that people are posting, and a lot of it is against Blake Lively or even me for sharing content that might be pro-Blake. I've been pretty open since last August when the movie premiered that I felt I was watching a PR smear campaign in front of my eyes against Blake Lively. I was extremely confused as to what was happening, and now I do believe it had a lot to do with Justin Baldoni or perhaps just his PR team. And just for the record, I will state it here and now, no, I am not getting paid by Blake Lively's team.